How's it going, everybody? I thought we would get into just sports time, sports talk. Let's get into it. The biggest story out of all the news, the WNBA. Looks like Nafasia Collier. Well, I always mispronounced. I thought it was Natalie for the longest time. But yeah, Collier calls out uh, the WNBA commissioner Kathy Engelbert, quote unquote, worst leadership in the world. Biggest, probably long time waiting, the new deals and stuff. With the rise of the league now, it's, I guess, a lot of the players are going to speak up. uh, it's about time. WNBA has been like they needed someone to speak up, especially with the boom in the revenue and the boom of business recently. On the topic of WNBA, Mercury and Aces game one tomorrow, finals. We'll we'll see how that goes. But yeah, and there was no defense. Like none of the players, like uh, Caitlin Clark or anyone, like they're even the new players are just like, yeah, because they don't know her on a personal level. It's not like David Stern, stuff like that. But also, what Stephen A. said is if you called out somebody called out David Stern like that, you wouldn't probably be in the league very long because he would have easily said, retorted right back, and then fired you or got you out of the league. Anyway, but that's all hearsay. But no one would dare talk to David Stern like that or about him like that, especially not to his face. He ain't like no one would let that happen. Like he would never let that happen. Uh, let's talk a little MLS. Yeah, it goes until, is it the 8th? Yeah, 18th. So MLS is going until the 18th of this month, October. So there's still oodles of time for people to get into the, you know, like, well, technically 2-3 weeks, but there's probably going to be a couple of games here and there. Yeah, because there looks like there's a few games, at least a good majority of games left. So there's could be like at least 3-4 games left, which is still a good chunk. Like you can't, like those are games that could be crucial. But that could, and hearsay. Right now, it looks like Columbus and Chicago Fire in the East are holding down the wild card spot. Philadelphia are taking the top uh, by 4 points so far. So there could still be someone can still sneak. Cincinnati can still sneak in there, but Philadelphia will most likely win the East. San Diego and Vancouver are tied for the West, with Minnesota right behind. But yeah, Dallas or San Jose and Colorado holding on the last spot for the wild card spot in the West. So again, there's still time. We'll figure out. We'll go from there. Vancouver Whitecaps won their fourth straight Canadian Cup over their city rivals, the Vancouver FC. Nashville FC won the Lamar Hunt Cup. The yeah, first Nashville team to win a national trophy. That means a lot. That does. So shout out to them. Let's talk Champions League. A lot of good stuff happened in Champions this week. Newcastle bounces back against the Belgians with a clean sheet. Tottenham tie with the Norwegians. Liverpool upset again with the Turkish Galatasaray. Chelsea win over Benfica but gain a red card. Marseille beat the Dutch Ajax in a clean sheet. Paris Saint-Germain leave Barcelona with a win. Arsenal still still winning. Dortmund with a big win over Athletic Club. So like yeah, there's some good Champions League. Uh, let's look at week 3. With oh no, we don't need to look at week 3, but well, let's take a look at ahead. We got Barcelona, Olympiacos, Karat hosting Paphos, Newcastle hosting Benfica, Eindhoven, PSV hosting Napoli, Leverkusen hosting my Paris Saint Germain, Royal Saint Union Saint Gilles hosting Inter Milan, Copenhagen hosting Dortmund, Villarreal hosting Man City, Arsenal hosting Atletico Madrid, Athletic Club hosting Qarabag, Azerbaijani, Galatasaray hosting the Norwegian Bodo Glimt, Chelsea hosting Ajax. The big matchup, Real Madrid hosting Juventus, the Cristiano Ronaldo Cup. We got Sporting CP hosting Marseille, Monaco hosting Tottenham, Atalanta the Goddesses hosting Slava Prague, Frankfurt hosting Liverpool, and Bayern Munich hosting Club Brugge. So that's a good one. We'll get back in. We'll probably look into that in the future. Right now we got Europa that just happened today. Yeah, the Deventer beat Panathinaikos. The Dutch beat the Greeks. Clean sheet for Lyle over Roma. Real Betis beat the Bulgarians. Braga beat Celtic. Lyon beat Salzburg. Yeah, it looks like we have a really good. Basel beat Stuttgart. The Swiss beat the Germans. Aston Villa beat Feyenoord on the road. Porto FC beat the Red Star Belgrade, the Serbians. The Spanish winning against the Greek. Austrians beating the Scottish Sturm Graz beating the Glasgow Rangers at home. The Croatians winning against the Israeli Maccabi Tel Aviv on the road. The Hungarians winning on the road against the Belgians. Nottingham Forest losing at home against the Midland, the Danish. The Italian and German, Freiburg and Bologna drew. Yeah, so we got that one. That looks like we'll look forward next closer to the 20 the in a couple of weeks here on future games. But yeah, for the first game in Conference League, the Germans win. Mainz, Crystal Palace wins. Florentia wins. Looks like all the big teams won. Strasbourg won. The Ukrainians over Aberdeen, so the Ukrainian Shakhtar Donetsk over Aberdeen, the Scottish, so that's kind of a cool one. The Slovenians over Greeks, looks like. Irish and the looks like Shelbourne and Haken, is it? Is it the Swedish? Yeah. So yeah, it'd be Haken and Shelbourne drew. Shamrock Rovers drop against Sparta Prague. Noah, the Armenian over we got Reka, the Croatians. Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah, sorry about that. My cat was just being being dumb right now. Anyway, yeah. So we'll look more. There's only 6 games. Yeah, baseball. Wild cards. Dodgers got their game against the Phillies on Saturday. Yeah, it looks like the Tigers are also in. I think. No, Guardians, Tigers. So that's 1-1. Cubs up on the Padres right now. So we'll see. Yeah, 1-1. Padres, Yankees. Oh no. Yeah, Tigers won their series today. Yeah, I thought I was looking at that wrong. I was like that. I thought they already won. Yeah, Tigers are in. Beat the Guardians. Guardians are out. Winner go home for the Cubs and Padres right now, and the Yankees. It's gonna be a heck of. So, well, more on that. But right now, it looks like it's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of good baseball. Telling you. Yeah, Dodgers and Phillies. Most likely gonna be Brewers. To be honest, I don't know yet. Brewers or whatever. Brewers and yeah, Tigers, and then or not Brewers, Mariners and Mariners and Tigers, and then it's gonna be the Brewers. Probably Cubs. It looks like. Blue Jays are definitely versing whoever out of the Red Sox and Yankees. So we'll see where that goes. But more on that later. I can't wait. That's gonna be fun. Um, College football. We got Sam Houston tonight. Colorado State tomorrow against San Diego State. West Virginia against BYU tomorrow. San Diego State University hosting tomorrow. So University of South Florida hosting tomorrow. And then Saturday, big Georgia hosting Kentucky. Cincinnati hosting Iowa State. Michigan hosting Wisconsin. Purdue hosting Illinois. Pittsburgh hosting Boston College. Tar Heels hosting Clemson. Baylor hosting Kansas State University. Navy versus Air Force. Army being hosted by University of the UAB Blazers. Yeah, a lot of big games. A lot of big games. Penn State versus UCLA. Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. Notre Dame and Boise State, Alabama and Vanderbilt, Texas and Florida. Yeah, it looks like all the big games are in the later in the afternoon or in evening. Oklahoma and Kent University. Wow, that's gonna be hard. Michigan State, Nebraska, Miami, and Florida State University. Yeah, the Hurricanes and the Seminoles. Yeah, Michigan State versus Texas A&M, Colorado versus Texas Christian University. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Fun day of college football for sure. NFL tonight, big NFC West matchup. Niners, Rams. That's gonna be fun. Looks like the London game is going to be. Is that Tottenham? Yeah, it looks like they're in Tottenham Stadium this week. Vikings still in England, face be hosting the Browns. It looks like, if that's the way, unless the Browns are the host team. I don't know how it works, or I don't know if they're using uh, our uh, doing it by our rules or however they want to see it. But I look at it like the way that when I see it, it's not the Vikings being hosted by the Browns. It's the Vikings hosting the Browns. So, Cowboys and Jets in MetLife, Giants at Saints at the Superdome, Raiders at the Indianapolis Fieldhouse, Dolphins going to Carolina. My Broncos seeing the Eagles. That's going to be a tough one. Uh, Texans at Baltimore. Titans at Arizona versus Cardinals. Bucks at the Seahawks. Lions at Bengals. Commanders at Chargers and SoFi. And for the Sunday nighter, we got Patriots going out to Buffalo to see the Bills. And the Monday nighter, Chiefs Jaguars in Jacksonville. Duval. So we'll see where that goes. That's going to be fun. Not too sure what to say. Really, the biggest matchup out of all, like, if I was to say the big matchup is this, like, tonight. Like, that is the, like, 3-1. Both teams are 3-1. I would even say the Bucks and the Seahawks is a big matchup because both those teams are good. If you want to look at the Bills Patriots, you Patriots have a wild card position. Commanders and Chargers, that could be crucial for both of them. Even if you look at the Broncos and Eagles, people keep saying no one can stop them, and I'll see how far I'm. Like, my Broncos still 30. We still rust a lot of money, but still, Dolphins get back on track against the Panthers, even though the Panthers laid a whooping on their team yesterday or last week. Anyway, Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the Crown Jewel Championship. Heavyweight champion versus undisputed champion. Stephanie Verker versus Tiffany Stratton. Women's undisputed champion versus women's world heavyweight champion. Stephanie Verker. Tiffany is the undisputed champion, if I'm correct, and Stephanie Verker is the heavyweight champion. Singles the match, John Cena versus AJ Styles on the retirement tour, and another tag team match, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. So that's going to be a good one. That's the matches so far. Hopefully there's more matches. If you're going to call it Crown Jewel, at least make the majority matches championship title matches. That's my preference. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. Yeah, so we got through with that. Sorry for the delays and the pauses, but I apologize. I will get back to you guys next week. I do not know if that will be Tuesday or Wednesday. Love you guys. Say something nice that'll change somebody's life, and make sure you just be a blessing on every which way. We we take for granted a lot of a lot of stuff. Gratitude is deserves reciprocation. Love you guys.